How's it going, everybody? My name's Guenther Oka. I'm a professional wakeboarder, and we're here in Gainesville, Georgia for the 4th and final stop of the Pro Wakeboard Tour.
Season's had a lot of ups and downs this year. Sitting in second right now, so I think Nick's pretty far ahead in the standings, but myself and Guenther are tied in second.
It's really cool. You know, I've kind of had to fight my way up through the boat scene to really get that spot in the top 3. It's always been a 7th place or a 5th place or just always close. So the fact I'm really within, you know, grasping it, it feels great. I'm really excited.
The 4th stop to maybe take the overall. It is a possibility, slight possibility, but you know, never know what can happen, and if it does happen, then I'm going to be a happy person at the end of the day. And if it doesn't happen, I'll still be a happy person at the end of the day, because we're out here riding and it's always pretty good.
Yeah, I'm feeling good leading into this weekend, super confident. I'm in the lead right now for the overall PWT title. I definitely wouldn't say that I feel much pressure from any of the other guys. I mean, I feel it's normal. I feel I do a pretty solid job of kind of, you know, pushing that pressure to the side and just, you know, thinking about myself and thinking what I have to do. But with that being said, yeah, there's definitely a lot of good riders out there right now. There's a lot of good guys that are, you know, working real hard and trying to gun for the top position. So it's definitely not going to be easy, but go out there and do what I train for and I should be fine.
I'm always pretty calculated when we go out, so I just kind of let, you know, the other riders and just the conditions as well dictate like how it's going to go, but I definitely want to send it and leave it all out there for the last stop.
Welcome everyone to the 4th stop of the 2021 Pro Wakeboard Tour, powered by Supra boats. We are out here outside of Atlanta at Lanier Olympic Park, a beautiful venue that was originally built for rowing, so the conditions are absolutely perfect. I'm Morgan Burchell, and I'm here with Mark Hager.
What's up, everyone?
Mark, tell us some of your favorite things from the series so far.
Well, Morgan, you hit the nail on the head. The most amazing thing about this year is it has been a year of firsts. At the first stop in Katy, Texas, Sam Brown won his very first wakeboard tour stop ever. Then at stop number 2, Guenther Oka became the first American to win a Pro Tour stop since 2017. And now at this stop, we have the pro women from the Moxie Pro Series joining us at the very first time. So it is going to be an amazing day on the water. Let's check in with Reed Hansen to see what the judges are looking for.
Hey, my name is Reed Hansen, and we're here for the PWT at Lanier Olympic Park. Yeah, years ago when they did the Olympics here, they built these grandstands for the venue, so we got the perfect setup here to watch some wakeboarding. It's pretty sick. There's a lot of things that go into judging, but for me, what stands out the most is when somebody goes big. So if you combine tech and style and everything encompassing, and then you go big, that's what I like to see. So now we're gonna kick off the event with the junior pros. Check them out.
First on the water, we had the junior pro wakeboarders take center stage. These young men have been battling it out all season long. Parker Swope out of Santa Fe, Texas, put down some incredible riding in both of his passes, landing 720s, roll to blinds, and even going for the half cab double back roll. Parker Swope is sure to be a force that is going to be reckoned with. Also out of Orlando, Florida, JADEN REICHL put his own spin on the tricks out there in the final round of action for the junior pro men, landing multiple 720s and big tantrum to blinds. Younger brother of Tyler HIGHAM, Tanner HIGHAM, showed that he has the skills to get it done in the final round, with moves like a KGB5 and multiple big spins. Tanner HIGHAM definitely came to play.
Just gotta go out there and have a nice run. Stay relaxed, stay cool, calm, collected.
Out of Nashville, Tennessee, Cody Honeycutt put on a show for the Lake Lanier crowd. Stylish maneuvers like a roll to blind and a Pete Rose separated Cody from the rest of the pack.
Hey guys, this is Sean Silveira. We're here at Lake Lanier, Georgia for the final stop of the PWT. There were so many scenarios with points, so I really was nervous going on that semi-run, but I did make it to the finals, so I think I'm just gonna send it and hope for the best, but I think that I need to win, so that's the plan, and I hope it works out.
Yes, it's going good. Let's see, first stop, Texas got second. I did great in the semifinals and then messed up a little in the finals. Second one was in Alabama, and that one didn't go as good. And then third one online, I won it with the best lines ever, and that went amazing. Oh yeah, my goal here is to beat everyone, so that's the goal.
Next up, we have the Pro Men Wake Surf. Coming out of Scottsdale, Arizona, Taylor Swanson came out swinging for the fences. With a lot of stylish maneuvers and big technical tricks, he absolutely threw down in this three-man final. Next up on the water out of Orlando, Florida was Nick PARROS. After having a little bit of trouble in pass number 1, Nick came out firing on all cylinders in pass number 2. And last off the dock, also out of Orlando, Florida, was the 3-time Pro Wake Surf Tour overall champion, Sean SILVEIRA, looking to defend his title and take a 4th overall series victory. Sean had some early falls in pass number 1, and after a little bit of redemption in pass number 2, he ended up taking a fall mid-course that would let Taylor Swanson take the win for the day.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the Pro Wake Surf Finals. Down on the dock is Trevor Hansen with the Pro Wake Tour Supra SA 550. Let's go and see exactly how easy it is for him to set up this boat for the riders.
What's going on, everyone? Trevor Hansen here, official towboat driver for the Pro Wake Tour. We're getting ready to pull some practice, and I was going to walk you guys through the setup of this SA 550 and how I dial it in for each rider. So as the driver, the vision control system makes it very easy on me to be able to see what's going on with the boat and also make any controls and or adjustments that I need to for each rider. So on the control screen, it makes it super easy to select my profile. I simply come in here, pick Pro Wakeboard Tour, activate, and all the ballast and the speed is going to be set. And then I can jump in and make speed adjustments on the fly, and I can also come in here and make any wake plate adjustments if the rider has a preference where they'd like to be at something different than our baseline. For the Pro Wake Tour, we go to a lot of different venues. Some of them are very tight courses, and it's really important for the boat to get up to speed quickly. The SA comes standard with the Supra launch system that assists the boat automatically getting it onto plane faster and makes it super easy for the driver. So that's how easy it is for me to set up the SA 550. Let's get back to the dock and kick off some Pro Wakeboard action.
One of the many highlights of the event today is the fact that for the first time in years, some of the best women riders in the world are down on the dock joining us for the Pro Wakeboard Tour. It's part of an incredible partnership with the Moxie Pro Series, a digital event that's happened all summer long, and it's finishing up here today with the finals on the water.
I'm TARAH MIKACICH, and we're out here on Lake Lanier at the Olympic Park for the Moxie Pro live event.
I really enjoyed the online contest, but it's always good to get back to the live events, get out to hang with all the girls and stand on the dock and really get that pressure of, you know, putting down your run when it counts. And yeah, super excited to be here.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend's gonna be super fun. We get to see all the girls throw down for the Moxie Pro.
It's really cool that all the guys and the girls get to hang out this contest. We've had a long season, and it's awesome to just get to the end of the season. We all get to hang out and just have some fun out in the water and show what we got.
Up next, we have the Pro Women Final for the Moxie Pro, hosted by the Pro Wake Tour. First on the water was MEAGAN ETHELL. MEAGAN had some big tricks like the KGB and a toe side 5, but unfortunately would go down early in her second pass. The youngest rider in the final, HOLLIE WALDROP, put together some incredible tricks like her toe side backside 3 and a huge scarecrow that would land her in 5th place. TARAH MIKACICH came out of the gate with the KGB and some incredible style tricks like the Indy Tantrum, but unfortunately she would fall just short of the podium in 4th place. Taylor McCullough put together an incredible run. With the KGB, the Tantrum to Fakie, and multiple spins, she would land on the podium with a 3rd place finish.
EUGENIA de ARMAS out of Argentina absolutely killed it all day long. With big tricks like a Moby Dick and multiple 540s, the young Argentinian got second place in the pro women's contest. But no one could outdo Jamie LOPINA, who put together an incredible 2 passes filled with technical tricks, multiple 540s, and a skeezer to finish things off and earn her the top spot on the podium.
The pro men riders have been fighting tooth and nail to see who is going to end up in the final round of action. And in the end, it was these 6 riders that stood out among the rest. Corey Tunison, Guenther Oka, Jake Palat, Massey Pifferetti, Nick Rappa, and Sam Brown. Known as Old Reliable, he is a past Pro Wakeboard Tour Rookie of the Year. This is Jake Palat. Well, Jake Palat starting things off with a heel side approach into the wake, and he's gonna go nose grab to stalefish grab, heel side, front side, 720, 2 grabs and 2 spins on his first trick. There's the roast beef roll to blind. And now setting back in on his toes. Going up and over the top with the Indy Chromobe. Oh no, and just falling back on his heels. Not quite getting the pop that he wanted. But you can see Jake doing 2 grabs right there in that 720. So impressive. But then just coming up a hair short on that Chromobe. Unfortunately, that's going to do it for run number 1 with Jake Palat. 22 years old out of Cincinnati, Ohio, doing it for Liquid Force Wakeboards. Up next on the water, this is Guenther Oka. Guenther gonna start things out with a toe side approach, and there's that Pete Rose 540. So impressive, one of the only athletes doing that trick. And linking it up with a switch Pete Rose 540. Back-to-back Pete Rose 5s. He is the only athlete that is throwing down combos like that. There's the nose grab, toe side, backside 7, and Guenther Oka absolutely killing it in pass number 1. Going back-to-back Mob 5s, putting in that toe side, backside 7. Absolutely awesome from the young man from Cincinnati. Now starting off pass number 2, going nose grab, heel side, backside 7 right out of the gate. And once again, gonna utilize that wrapped handle to get him the assist he needs on this heel side approach. Going heel side, front side, 900, getting the grab on it for good measure. And now down here towards the end, going way out the back with that wrapped toe side, front side, 720. He's got 1 trick left down here before the end of course buoy, and going big mute mob right there from Guenther Oka.
All right, he just finished his first of 2 final runs. Mr. Guenther Oka. Guenther, tell us a little bit about how that run went.
Yeah, we're handling the conditions. We had a beautiful morning of like all of our riding, and then we got a little bit of wind, rain, and some rollers to deal with out there, but I'm stoked to put down all 8 tricks for my first go at the finals.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's your strategy going into round 2?
Well, now I got some points on the board. I think it's time to step up the game a little bit, turn that notch up 1 more click, and see what we can really put down.
All right, well, best of luck to you out on the water on that second one.
Beautiful, thanks.
Well, this next rider doing it for Liquid Force Wakeboards and Team Supra Boats. Right here, this is Sam Brown. Now, Sam Brown, definitely a unique rider to watch, going in between his legs for the grab on that Mob 540. Now coming back in on his dominant heels, another in between the legs grab, going roast beef Moby Dick right there. Back in for trick number 3, the toe side, backside 540, crossing up his hands on the grab as he reaches all the way across his body. And now back in for one last trick in pass number 1, another crossed up grab, barely sneaking away with that backside 3. Well, check that out. Such a unique grab from Sam Brown on that Moby Dick.
Coming in for pass number 2, toe side approach, up and over with that crail tootsie roll. Reaching with his backhand, grabbing the nose of his board and doing a toe side front roll, backside 180. There's the Chromobe 540. And now Sam Brown starting to feel a rhythm. He's got 2 tricks left to go. Going double grab on that heel side, front side 720. And down here at the end of pass number 2, a heel side edge, the Crail Whirly 5. Oh no, and just going down. Couldn't quite get back over his toes. But look at that Chromobe, again, putting a seatbelt grab on it as he reaches all the way across his body. Coming out of Brisbane, Australia, he's 23 years old and he is your current and reigning national champion. This is Corey Tunison. Corey starting things off with a switch heel side approach and going with that nose grab, heel side, front side, 900 right out of the gate. Then coming back in on his opposite heels, there's that heel side, backside 7, utilizing the wrapped handle, landing it clean, riding away smooth. You can see battling a little bit of choppy water there, having to settle for that half cab roll, not what he wanted, but staying on his feet, and that's what's important here in the finals. There's the wrapped KGB, just barely slapping the grab on it, landing it, and riding away. Right there in the replay, you see opening his run with that nose grab heel front 9. Pass number 2 for Corey Tunison, starting things off with that switch mute mobe, doing that back roll front side 360 and grabbing mute all the way through it. Now back in on the toes, there's the Melon Crow mobe, back-to-back mobes to start off pass number 2. Definitely a strong way to get this second pass underway. Oh no, but then another heartbreak with that half cab roll. You know he probably wants to switch mobe 5 or maybe even the half cab double back roll right there. And then, oh man, just stuck in his head and having to settle for that scarecrow there at the end. Not the best run from Corey, but definitely gonna put some points on the board.
Here now with Corey Tunison. Corey had what looked like a super solid stand-up first run. Tell us a little bit about it, how you feel about it.
Didn't have any falls, but definitely not what I was planning on doing, so bring on round 2.
Yeah, what's your strategy going into round 2?
I just want to put down a performance that I'm proud of. You know, I feel like I just haven't done what I know I can do all year, and that's been the most frustrating thing. So for me, I'm just want to leave the event happy and proud of what I've done really. So
yeah, well, best of luck to you in that second round. I think you're going to kill it, and we'll see what happens.
Thanks.
Continuing right along with this final round of action, 26 years old, out of Lake Como, Italy. He is the pizza boy, your next rider on the water. This is Massi Pifferetti. Well, Massi starting things off, going nose grab, skeezer 540 to get things started here in run number 1. And now with that signature Massi one-handed cut, there's that crail grab, Blind Pete Rose. Definitely a unique trick from such a unique rider. Now back in on the heels, going upside down with that Japan grab, KGB. Might be a relatively simple maneuver, but he puts an incredible style on that simple trick. And there's the half cab roll, not getting the pop that he wanted. Right there, there's that Blind Pete Rose. Well, Massi coming back in for pass number 2 and going rewind 1, 2, 3. The toe side, backside 180, rewind 360. Then up and over the top with that roast beef Tootsie Roll, grabbing between his legs and then turning the blind 180 right before he hits the water. Oh no, there's the toe side, front side 7 trying to land and just could not quite keep the landing gear down. Check out that rewind, Massi Pifferetti, the only rider doing it like that, and then unfortunately just couldn't get over his toes on the landing of that toe side 7.
Well, your next rider on the water, 24 years old, out of Hawkesbury, New South Wales, a Supra Boats team rider and a Ronix team rider. Right here, right now, this is notorious NIC, Nick Rappa. Well, Nick Rappa, an absolute unit on the water. He's starting things off with that toe side edge, going up and over the top with that mute Chromobe 540. Now popping that board back around onto his heels and going way up there with that roast beef mobe. The back roll front side 3 as he grabs between his legs. There's the nose grab, heel side, front side 720, getting 2 spins and a grab, all in that one trick. And now popping his board back around to his opposite heels and going 1-2 times around with that mute half cab double back roll. Well, there you see Nick starting off strong with that Chromobe 540 and then squeezing the double flip in at the very end of pass number 1. Pass number 2, Nick going mute, heel side, front side 7. He's got a switch one and a regular one now on his trick list. And we're gonna see if he can keep that momentum going. Way out the back with that Indy off axis, backside 720. Nick definitely taking that spin to win style. There's the Pete Rose, keeping it easy but making it look oh so good. And then down here towards the end, a hard hillside edge with that Indy Moby Dick. Awesome stuff from Nick Rappa.
Wrapping up our first round of the finals for the Pro Wake Tour in the men. Nick Rappa, you had a really solid stand-up run from what I could see. Talk to us about how you felt about that first run.
Yeah, I definitely did the run I wanted out there. I wanted to go and put points on the board, and conditions are absolutely crazy. There's rollers from every angle, and it's raining, as you may be able to see right now. It's a bit breezy, but you know, the Supra wake held up pretty good. I stood a run, and fingers crossed it puts me up there. So go and do the second run, and yeah, do what I got to do.
Awesome. Well, best of luck out there on the water.
Thank you.
Well, as we continue in the second round of the Pro Men Finals, your next rider on the water looking to improve upon his first run, coming out of Orlando, Florida, this is Jake Palat. Starting things off with a switch heel side approach, going nose grab, heel side, front side 720 to get things started. Now back in on his dominant heels, going with that roast beef roll to blind. So much style on that trick. Jake Palat making it look good so far. Can he keep it going? Going crail grab on that Chromobe and unfortunately going down. It's deja vu for Jake Palat. And then unfortunately just couldn't quite get the pop that he needed. And going down on that crail Chromobe. On the water, this is Guenther Oka. Guenther starting things off with that mute Skeezer 540. A switch Chromobe 5 getting the grab on it. And right there, there's the Pete Rose 540. So smooth and so clean, then getting wrapped up. There's the X-Mobe 540. 3 Mobe 5s for Guenther as he starts out pass number 1. And then going melon grab on that toe side, backside 720. So smooth from Guenther Oka. You can see unwrapping that X-Mobe 5. And then right here going melon grab right off of the wake and spinning 2 times around in that backside direction. Now Guenther wrapped up and he's going heel back 9 out of the gate for pass number 2. Definitely an improvement on his first run. We're gonna see if he can keep it going. Once again, utilizing that wrapped handle. Oh no, having to settle for a heel front 5. But the important thing is he's staying on his feet. He's gonna see this run through. And going way out the back on that toe side, off axis, front side 720. Now down here at the end of pass 2, big mute Mobe 5 stomping it down. That's what you wanna see. Well, Guenther going heel back 9 in pass number 2. The only athlete we've seen do that trick all day. And there's the switch mute Mobe 5. absolutely awesome from Guenther Oka. Well, Sam Brown took the win at the very first stop of this year's Pro Tour, and he's hoping to take a win here at the last stop as well. Right now on the water, this is Sam Brown. Well, Sam starting things off with a heel side edge and going mob 5 right out of the gate, reaching between his legs with that front hand, so much style. And then another between the legs trick. Oh no, a heartbreaker for Sam Brown. You can see he gets the grab, he gets the rotation, even stands up on it. Oh, but just catching that toe edge and unfortunately taking a slam from Sam Brown.
Well, Sam, I know that probably wasn't exactly the second run that you wanted, but how are you feeling, comparing your first and what happened on the second right now?
Not bad. I mean, I went out trying and, copped a pretty good one to the side of the head just then, but it felt good, to be honest with you. I liked it. So I tried, but, things don't happen, and that's just the way it's meant to be.
Well, hopefully you still had a blast being here today and coming out and riding. So thanks for being here, and, best of luck with the final results at the end.
Thank you very much.
Well, Corey starting things off the same way that he started his first run. There's that nose grab, heel side, front side 9 right out of the gate. Now we know he's got to go for broke here. Taking a toe side approach. Going 3 times around. Oh no, trying to put down the 1080 in rough water. Unfortunately, just coming up a hair short. That's going to do it for Corey Tunison. Coming out of Lake Como, Italy, we got Massi Pifferetti ready to take center stage. Well, Massi battling through a little bit of chop to get things going, but he's cutting in anyway, going nose grab, Skeezer 540, the switch Chromobe 5, and then upside down and around. There's that Crail Blind Pete Rose, a signature maneuver from the young Italian. Now coming back in wrapped, big stretched out Japan grab on that KGB. And one last trick down here at the end. It's a switch heel side approach going 1. Oh no, trying to do that mute half cab double back roll on that mute double back roll. Unfortunate fall for Massi Pifferetti.
All right, Massi, I know that wasn't really the run you wanted in your second run, so talk to us about what happened and kind of what's going on in your head right now.
What's going on in my head? Absolutely nothing. I'm just, a bit disappointed about myself, and swear to God, I think I landed more on my head on a dub this season in the Pro Tour than my whole life, almost. So, but this is how it goes. Competitions are tough, and out there we really had a tough time with the rollers and how the course was set up, but the wake was good. The boys killed it. We put on a show, I think, and that's the main thing. And people are stoked, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you just had a blast being here. I know we're all really happy to have you. So thanks for coming out.
Thank you guys so much, and really looking forward to next year. So.
Well, all season long, Nick Rappa has been so consistent at every single contest. He has been on a lot of podiums. It all comes down to this final run, and he's starting things off with a toe side approach up and over the top with that mute Chromobe 540. Now back in on his heels, edging in hard, going between the legs, a roast beef Mobe 5 from Nick Rappa. Tons of style. And then heel side, front side 9, skirting out a little bit on the landing, but staying on his feet nevertheless. And then down here at the end of pass number 1, a switch heel side edge going 2 times around with that mute half cab double back roll. Right there you see going between the legs on that Mobe 540 from Nick Rappa. And right there's the nose heel front 9, a little squirrely on the landing, but staying on his feet. And now we're coming in to run number 2. Nick starting things off with that mute heel side, front side 720. 2 full rotations in that front side direction. And now backing on his heels, way out the back on that Indy off-axis backside 7. 2 7s to start off this second pass. Now back in on the toes. There's the Pete Rose, the toe side back roll, front side 3, asking for a little bit of speed adjustment as he comes into his final trick and going massive Indy Moby Dick. He is stoked. Awesome job and a stand-up run from Nick Rappa. Right there, a killer shot on that Pete Rose as he grabs it all the way through the rotation, and then a massive Indy Moby Dick way out in the flats.
Well, it was an incredible day out here at Olympic Park on Lake Lanier. Despite some challenging conditions, the athletes absolutely delivered and threw down some impressive runs. In the junior pro category, the Texan Parker Swope ended up taking the win for the junior pros. And then in pro wake surf, out of Scottsdale, Arizona, Taylor Swanson ended up on top of the podium.
Yeah, that's right. And then, of course, you know, in the pro men, we had Guenther Oka up there on the top for the second time this season, which was exciting to see for sure. Jamie LOPINA just absolutely throwing down today, you know, making a huge comeback. It was so fun to watch.
Absolutely. And this is the last stop of the Pro Wakeboard Tour series, but it's not the last stop of the year. On September 9th, as a part of Surf Expo, we have the Pro Wake Tour Team Challenge.
That's right. So it's open to the public. We encourage everybody to come. We're really excited to get down there in Orlando, and you know, I think it's going to be a great event.
Absolutely. Well, I'm Mark Hager.
I'm Morgan Burchell.
And we hope to see you there.